Okay, welcome back, guys and gals, I suppose. Tonight I'm going to do a couple of videos in the series that I started last week called In the Eyes of Computer Tech, where basically I try to show you how I would go through the motions troubleshooting various computer issues. To plug our site, again, it's beyourownit.com, BEYOUROWNIT.com. Free tech support, chat, free videos, free blog, free articles, free stuff. Please come by, check us out, tell your friends, give us a link to our website, help us spread the word to help more people. Tonight, what I'm going to try to do is simulate how I would troubleshoot a network issue. More specifically, you can't connect to the internet, or you can't connect to your home network or your business network. And like all the videos, I will assume you check the physical. So some things to check is make sure your cable's plugged in, make sure your cable's good. Check the lights on the back of your computer where the network card's plugged in. Are they flashing? Are they solid? They should be green typically and flashing. If you have any other colors, just verify what those may mean. Verify that your router where it's connected is turned on, plugged in, working. Have you tried rebooting your router? Have you tried rebooting your cable modem? All these things are the same things I would try. So if somebody called me and said, "Hey, my internet doesn't work," that's the first thing I would do. I would say, okay, make sure you're all plugged in, power down your cable modem and or router or both. Wait a minute or two, then power them back on, reboot your computer, and that fixes 80% of problems. So keep that in mind, guys. Just stop and think, hey, maybe I need to just reboot my modem or something like that. I mean, I can't tell you that I've ever seen, something unique in a network connection issue. It's almost always just that the router needs to get rebooted, or the router went bad, or the cable got cut or unplugged. So please, take the time to check the physical. As far as what you can check on your computer, or things that I may do, is I'd start by going to Start, and then My Computer, and then My Network Places, and then View Network Connections. Make sure that you have a connection here, and then it says Connected. If you're not getting an IP address or something weird like that, it'll tell you here where it says Connected. It might say Connected, I forget what it actually says, at low speed or something like that. It'll give you some sort of indication, if anything's wrong. And in XP, you actually have this option where you can right-click on it and hit Repair, as opposed to deleting it and remaking it and all that kind of stuff. So first I'd make sure that I'm connected, and this will tell you if the cable's unplugged or anything weird like that. I'd right-click and then Repair the connection, which essentially deletes it and remakes it. If that doesn't fix it, check the properties. So right-click and go to Properties. Really the only thing here to even look at anymore these days is the TCP/IP settings. If this is a home network, this is all going to most likely be automatic, so no settings here. Make sure that somebody hasn't put something in there that isn't right. If you run a static IP address now, if you run a home network, you almost definitely do not. But every computer has an address, a lot like a phone number, and that's what you get when you connect to the internet or to a network. Even when you connect via dial-up modem, you still get an IP address. So if you do use some sort of internal IP scheme and you're having a weird problem, just send me an email and let me know. But in 99% of the cases in home networks, even in many business networks nowadays, now that all the hardware is going web-based, or I'm sorry, all the business software is going web-based, you don't really need static IPs anymore. But I just check that, see if you see anything funny. As you can see, this is a normal connection. I'm on the internet and everything, and I have nothing configured. So now if that doesn't work, I might try reinstalling the network card, which, just like all the other devices I'll show you how to reinstall, is simply done by right-clicking on my computer, going to Properties, then the Hardware tab, Device Manager, and then here's network adapters. You may have a couple different ones in here. on XP, I think it hides most of the other stuff. Like on 98, it has some other weird stuff that it shows up. But to uninstall it and reinstall, you just need to click on it, and you can go up here to the computer with a little X on it to uninstall it, or you can right-click and uninstall it. Be careful with the network adapter, though, that you have the drivers. If you don't, then you could really get into some trouble. The next thing I might try, if I'm still down, and now that I've reinstalled the network card and I'm still down, I might try that tool. I have it on my website. It's called WinSockFix. It's free. It's under my tools section. I might try running something like that. That resets a couple settings, although it's essentially a lot like the repair connection. So let's see if I actually have my website here. You can go to Tools. I think it's down here with the network tools. Let's see. Thought I have it up here. There it is, WinSockFix. So that's something I might try. Although with XP, you know, if you're running 98, 2000, something like that, that can save your life sometimes. Then maybe I might try. Now, again, I should mention, sometimes viruses and spyware can cause this, and usually when people connect to the internet, the first thing they're like, "Oh, I have a virus." Probably not. I guess I see it. If you have a major infection, it can cause a lot of problems. So I should say that before anything, you should make sure that you have virus protection on there and it's updated and that you've scanned lately or recently. Just make sure nothing weird's going on. Then I might try going to, this is with XP, so if you're running like 98, you can actually go to the MS-DOS prompt. But with XP, you'll actually have to hit Start Run, and then type in CMD, C as in Charles, M as in Mary, and D as in dog, and hit Enter or OK. And in order to run ipconfig, what you're probably going to have to do is you're going to have to do CD, so cat dog, period, hit Enter. I always like to get back to the root. And I do it again, and then run ipconfig, ipconfig. Hit Enter. It's going to tell me my local address. So this is an address that your router gives you, if you have a router. If you just connect directly to a cable modem, it'll be whatever your cable modem's IP is. Subnet mask is almost always going to be 255.255.255.0 unless you set it, and then your gateway is going to be the address of your router, which is almost always going to be this. The reason I show you this is if you have nothing in your IP address, that tells you that you're not pulling an IP, and that can definitely indicate a problem. So check your router, check the cable, even try a different network card. I mean, if you're not pulling an address, that's why you're not connecting. So, you know, these are kind of like the first 5 steps I would take, and so I hope that they help you. And if you need elaboration on anything, you know, please hit me up on the message boards. Remember, our website is beyourownit.com, where you can use our free tech support forum to ask all sorts of questions. Now, I realize if you're having an internet connection problem, you're probably not watching this video or on my forum, but you know, go to your neighbor's house and use their computer or whatever. So remember, just check the physical. Really, on network problems, always be sure to check that. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll probably do a couple more videos. And remember to make your suggestions to help@beyourownit.com, where we'll make custom videos. So if you have a question on anything, please send us an email and we'll do it for you for free. Have a great night.